What's up, guys? My name is Gabby and I'm going to talk about how to change your eating habits. A lot of people have been asking me lately how I manage to eat so clean and stay away from processed foods that have a lot of additives, a lot of sugar, and I thought I'd make a little video about 5 tips how to change your eating habits. So, tip number 1. Baby steps, especially if you're just transitioning from not eating healthy to a more healthier lifestyle. You have to take baby steps. The same way, if you're not a runner and you go outside for the first time, you're not gonna run a 5K because you haven't trained for it and you wouldn't have the stamina for it. So if your diet has been very unhealthy, you can't do like a 180 in basically 24 hours because you've been used to certain foods. Your taste buds especially have been used to tasting specific food. And if you immediately get rid of all those unhealthy foods, your taste buds would be like, hey, was it broccoli? That's not a Snickers bar. I don't like the taste of it. No, I want some chocolate. So you have to take baby steps. A good way to start is, for example, deciding that with every meal that you're going to have, you're gonna have a side salad. So if you've been used to eating a lot of burgers with fries, substitute the fries for a salad. So just start tweaking your diet a little bit. So having a side salad with your meals, or for example, deciding that instead of a chocolate bar as a snack, you are going to have a piece of fruit. So little baby steps are going to help you stay consistent with healthy changes and especially transition in a smooth, easy way so your body doesn't go into a shock and be like, yo, where's my Snickers bar? That is not a Snickers bar. I am done. Now we can binge on some chocolate. You don't want to change your diet completely because then you're gonna get your cravings and then you're gonna binge eat, and that's not good. So little baby steps, very important. Also, drink a lot of water, just an FYI, because you need that and it's good for you, so drink a lot of water. Tip number 2, be present with your food. So many of us, I've done it, you've done it, we eat without thinking. So especially if you have bad eating habits or you have a lot of unhealthy foods lying around the house, it's so easy to just reach for those foods without thinking and then eat them and maybe 5 minutes later be like, oh, I just had 2 bars of chocolate without realizing. Also, a perfect example of not being present with your food is if you're watching a TV show and you're munching, on some cookies or some Oreos, the big packs of Oreos. If you're munching on that, you are not present with your food because your focus and your attention is on the TV or on that TV show or whatever you're watching. So 10 minutes later, when you look at the little packet, you're like, did I just eat 20 cookies in 10 minutes? Yeah, you did. And I've done that before as well. So be present with your food, because if you are present and you are conscious of what you're about to eat, I guarantee you are going to reach for the healthier options. So, if you're at a restaurant and you're just used to ordering a burger and fries every single time, ask yourself a question: how will this make me feel? And think about it for a minute. Think, okay, if I order this burger and some fries, how will it make me feel in 30 minutes? How will it make me feel in an hour? How will I feel the next day? I'm telling you, it helps. Eating and what you crave is a mind game. It's all in your head. So you gotta start taking care and controlling this buddy right here so then you reach for healthier options. So be mindful with your food. Tip number 3. It is partially linked to tip number 2 in being mindful and conscious about what you eat, but tip number 3 is think long-term instead of short-term. So many of us have experienced emotional eating. When you're stressed or you're sad or you're in a weird mood and you're like, what, I just want a burger, some fries, and some ice cream, and some cookies, and some chocolate, and some Oreos, and whatever else. Because food is instant gratification. You want to feel a little bit better? Instantly, you get a bar of chocolate and you're like, sugar, sweet, I'm feeling so much better. And then 2 hours later or the next day, you're like, oh man, I should have not eaten that chocolate. So every time you're about to eat food or, have a snack, think long term instead of short term. Especially, you know, if you've started engaging in exercise and you want to transform your body, if you want to lose a little bit of weight, if you want to tone up, you have to think long term. So, you know, if you're going out and you're surrounded with your friends and they're ordering burgers and you're like, man, I kind of want to have a burger, but you know what? No, I'll have a burger. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to make me feel better. It's going to be good. Think long term. Thinking long term is going to affect what you eat in the present moment, if that makes sense. So every time you're about to eat, think long term instead of short term and how you want to feel and look in the long run. Tip number 4. It's fairly easy, it's fairly simple, but it makes the biggest difference. Get rid of all the junk food in your house. If you don't have junk food to reach for in the house, guess what? You're not gonna eat it because it's not in the house. With me, I have no junk food in the house. But guess what? I still sometimes crave something sweet. And when I do crave something sweet, I am going to have some dates. Dates are so sweet and it satisfies my like sweet tooth instantly, so they are excellent. So I reach for dates, I reach for my fruit and nut mix, or I just reach for dried fruit, fresh fruit like bananas, pineapple, papaya, you know, anything that is sweet. So if you don't have any junk food in the house, you're not gonna reach for it, you're not gonna subconsciously eat it. That is going to make a massive difference in your eating habits and also in helping you transition into a more healthy lifestyle. Tip number 5, start moving your body. Start going on walks, maybe start cycling, sign up for that gym membership, do something active with your friend, go to a yoga class, do whatever that makes you move. Because exercising and eating healthy, they're in this loop. Because when you exercise, you're gonna sweat all the toxins out, you're gonna feel amazing, you're gonna feel energized, and you're not gonna crave unhealthy options as much. And it's definitely gonna help you in establishing new healthy habits. And those are my 5 tips on changing your eating habits. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can give it a thumbs up, you can subscribe because I post videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.